Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. You join me at Manchester International Airport, where I've got a bit of a day of firsts ahead of me. It's the first time flying from Manchester Airport. We're going from Terminal 2, so it's going to be interesting to have a little look around an airport I've never been before. It has been voted one of the UK's worst airports, so we're going to go and have a look and see if that's the case. It's the first time travelling solo. I've got nobody with me. It's me, myself and I'm going to a new destination. So, exciting day ahead. Going to take you along as always. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below. So without further ado, my friends, come on, let's roll. Yeah, it is cold and wet in the UK, and I would love to be telling you right now that I'm jetting off to sunnier climes, but that is not the case. It's definitely not sunnier, and it's definitely not warmer where we're going. So come on, let's go get through security and see what Manchester Airport has to offer. First impressions, it is very bright, clean, but also very busy indeed. As part of my parking package, I've got fast track security, so fingers crossed we're going to be through there. The question is, am I going to have to empty all my camera gear and laptop out the bag, or are we going to be straight through? I'm going to find out now. I'm just outside the security. As you know, no filming in security, so I'll bring you back when we're on the other side. Yeah, so security was rapid, to be fair. I was through in 10 minutes, didn't have to empty my bag out or anything like that. Got my shoes x-rayed, but other than that, we was nice and swiftly through. Let's head on through duty free and get to these departure gates, shall we? Come on, this way. The question is, what is the most expensive bottle of whiskey we can find? Come on, let's go and have a look, shall we? Yes, I know, that one was a cognac, but we're still looking, they're definitely more expensive than East Midlands. Some much more prestigious bottles in here. £3,000. I don't think we're going to beat that. Just having a little look, but I'm pretty sure the ones in these cases here are definitely the most expensive. So the winner is a Glendeveron for £3,000. I'll have two, maybe three. Okay, that's the whiskies looked at. Let's just see if I can get through this perfume section without getting pepper sprayed too much. And we're out of there. Yeah, £3,000 for a bottle of whiskey. I'll have a couple, shall I? Bars and restaurants. I think that'll do me. I swear, they've got a scam going on in these places. Security steal your drinks off you, which cost me 10p for my bottle of water with a multi-pack from Costco, averages to about 10p a bottle. And now I'm going to head into Boots to get a replacement one. I wonder how much it's going to be. Oh look. Yay. World's most expensive water purchased. Let's have a look around this departure lane, shall we? There's definitely no shortage of bars and places to get food in this little central hub. I haven't had breakfast yet, but it's a bit early and I just don't feel hungry this time of the morning. We'll see. If I forget some, I'll show you a breakfast, but I think I'm just going to go for the airport beer maybe. Coffee, beer. It does seem a bit more organised in here. In East Midlands Airport, like you just walk into any bar or restaurant and find any seat you can, but just looking around in here, everybody seems to be queuing outside and being seated by waiters. I mean, it removes the chaos of having to try to find a chair, so it's quite good. I haven't booked a lounge today, being the first time at this airport. Wanted to experience what's on offer walking around, so I didn't bother with a lounge. Just going to have a little look, see what's here. Oh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Manchester's Seven Brothers Pilsner. It's definitely lively. £6.95 for a pint. Considering the airport tax. Not too bad, not too bad. I've had to abandon the coat. The problem is, where I'm going, I need a big thick coat, but in this airport I definitely don't need the big thick coat. Cheers. Even the watch knows I woke up too early today. Okay, that was a cheeky beer in the Amber Ale House. I had the Seven Brothers Manchester Pilsner. Got to have a Manchester beer when you're in Manchester Airport. It's the law, I suppose. Wasn't too bad, a bit fruity, a bit light, a bit crisp. Just what we need at 6 o'clock in the morning. Got gate information in about 15 minutes, so we're going to spend a bit of time having a look around this departure lounge and I'll show you what we can see. This Giraffe World Kitchen place. It's got a queue outside it constantly of people waiting to get in there, so it's obviously popular. So I haven't confirmed it yet, but I read online that Manchester Airport's the worst in the UK, but I'm not experiencing that. Let me just check. Okay, Google. What is the worst airport in the UK?
Airport often depends on the criteria, but Manchester Airport Terminal 3 frequently ranks lowest for customer satisfaction in recent which surveys due to complaints about long queues, staff and poor facilities. In other reports, London Gatwick has been named the worst for flight.
Okay then, so I've just asked Google and it says Manchester Terminal 3 is the worst in the UK. So the break it down to the terminal, I'm in Terminal 2. I'm not having a bad time, it's pretty clean. I've got a drink, I've got seating, it's not busy at all. It does say London Gatwick as well for punctuality, but yeah, it says Manchester Airport Terminal 3 ranks as the worst. So if you're flying from Terminal 3, let me know if you've had a bad experience or not. I've never flown from there. Still haven't told you where we're going. I'm at gate A11, which is wonderful because it's the last but one gate. Yay! Flying with Jet2 as always. Regular viewers will know that we rate them very highly, so I'm hoping they continue their excellent service. For the airport newbies, if you get on these travelators, these are not to stand still on, they're to get you to your gate a bit quicker. Always walk on them, don't be lazy. Is it just me, or is it flying to London Heathrow from Manchester basically pointless? You could drive there really quick. It's trains. So you have to arrive at the airport relatively early for your flight. Pretty sure you could just jump in your car or on a train and get there quicker. Don't know. Yeah, Manchester Airport, I don't see, obviously it says Terminal 3's got the bad rep, but can't be too much different from Terminal 2, and it's pretty good. The other airport on that bad list was Gatwick, and I have flown from there. Flight left on time, was carnage in the departure lounge, just rammed people everywhere, but we didn't have a significant delay. Okay, so there was a moment of panic because they said that we was going to take some of the carry-ons into the hold, which means a longer delay at Vienna, but thankfully I skipped that and managed to keep the bag, which is great news. Heading on down to the plane now. Next stop, Vienna. That's the flight done. Yeah, let's get through immigration. Yeah, it was a nice and easy flight in the end. It took us 2 hours to get here. One was on the plane that did say that we've got to do the fingerprints and pictures. We'll see what happens, I suppose, see how long this takes. Once we clear immigration, get in a taxi to the hotel. Yeah, it was rapid, to be fair. We did have to do the fingerprints. It took this hand, fingerprint scanned, picture taken, but it didn't take any longer. We was through, well, it's probably about 5 minutes, and 4 minutes of that was standing in the queue. So immigration done. Let's see if we can get a taxi and get over to the hotel. The fingerprint reader was heavily used and did not look very clean at all. But fortunately there was a sanitising station not long after we cleared, so I've obviously thought about that as well. I think I'm gonna need to get the coat out. 8 degrees, wonderful. Taxi secured. Okay, so on the way in, when we was landing on the plane, I was like, oh, that cloud looks weird. It's like really low lying and like just didn't look like a normal cloud formation. And then when I've got the taxi all the way from the airport to here, it was just factory after factory just pumping out white smog or something. I don't know what it is, but that was creating the clouds by the look of it. Okay, so the taxi's done. Yeah. The taxi cost me almost as much as the flight to get here, which is a surprise. I think I'll be using Uber to get back to the airport when we're done. But I've come to the Levante Hotel, and I don't know, I'm trying to decide. I'm stood outside, I'm trying to decide if I've been catfished by a hotel on booking.com. Because that's what I've booked. And that's what I've got. Well, I suppose we'll see. I am early, but with any luck they'll let me check in. Let's go and find out if I can check in early. Okay then, the room is not ready. I was going to jump in the bar inside, but I think they close at 2 o'clock, so it's 1:30 now. They're going to close at 2 for a bit. And to be fair, I had a look at what they had on draft, and it was Corona and Stella. If I wanted that, I would have stayed in England, so we're off on an adventure already. I was hoping to wrap this video up, giving a little bit of a hotel tour, but they'll have to wait. So yeah, let's have a little wander around and see if we can get lost. Yeah, do a bit of a walk and talk while we have a little look around. I suppose the first question to answer is, why have I decided to come to Vienna in Austria? Well, the answer is simple really. I went on to Skyscanner website, not sponsored, and yeah, just found the cheapest flight I could find. Had a look. There was a few cheaper. I'm not going to say I booked the cheapest flight I could find on Skyscanner, because I didn't. There was a cheaper one to Dublin. Don't fancy doing Dublin on my own. The wife really wants to go there as well, so definitely that's going to be a full family trip. And yeah, the next one was here in Vienna. So I had a little look, what can we do in Vienna? And apparently, I don't know if it's true, but the Christmas market in Vienna starts this weekend on tomorrow. So I might try and find that, because I think that'll make a nice little video. And it's somewhere like, yeah, it's just somewhere a bit out of the way and a bit random. It looks beautiful so far. I mean, look at that. But yeah, jumped on a plane and come to Vienna. So yeah, like I said, when I got out the taxi, it actually almost cost as much for the taxi from the airport to the hotel as it did for me to get here. All the way from Manchester. The flight with Jet2 was £60, which is a bargain, to be fair. I haven't got any hold luggage, there's no need to, just got my carry-on and my backpack, which is plenty for the weekend. Okay then, let's have a look at this room. Nice little wardrobe there. Got a safe. Sink, hairdryer. Nice looking show, to be honest. Double bed. Desk area, TV, chair. What the hell is even that? Like a little water feature that's empty. Little courtyard. Oh, cheeky outdoor. I reckon that's a bar in the summer. Yeah, not too bad. Massive ceilings. This'll do. Hang on, what's the bed like? I'll do. Let's have a look. Kettle, water, mini bar. Beer, wine. Pringles. What's this? Laundry and stuff. Okay then, yeah, so all checked in, settled in finally, which brings an end to the travel day. So I'm going to end the video here. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and want to follow along on this little trip to Vienna, click the subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.